Hello YouTubers, this is Material Girl 338, otherwise known as Diane. I'm changing my craft. I'm doing my quilting right now, and I'm sewing a baby's quilt. I'm going to be doing a cute quilt, and it has machine applique work to the quilt. So I'm doing that right now, and the quilt is really adorable, and it's for a little girl, and it has all these cute designs on it. Has bottles, blocks, pins. Here's the rattle. It's got a duck. It's a boy, and I think it says there it's a girl. So what I'm doing right now is I'm sewing the feet, and I've made a couple of them, and I made a couple of boo-boos. The first one I did, see this? See here the fabric here? The fabric is not to the thread, so I had to redo that. But I'm going to save it. I'll use it for something else. The next try, this came out good, except when I cut it, I cut the fabric. See here? Can you see that? Right there. I cut the fabric. So I can't use that. But again, I can probably cut it out and use it on something else. Then I was fooling around with the tension on my machine, so I took the fabric off the hoop. Big mistake, because when I put it back on, it wasn't lined up. So now I wasted this, and I wasted this, and I wasted this. Needless to say, this is like $10 a yard. So this one came out good. And now all I have to do is, trim around there and cut off the excess thread. So now I'm ready for the next one. And I have my machine is all set up. I'm going to restart it so I redo the layout. Okay, now I'm going to go back into it. Let me move the camera. Right now what I'm doing is the basic, I'm going to take that light off so you can see. I'm going to do the basic outline of the stitch. But I have to find it first. Okay. Okay. Cancel. So now the first stitch is the outline, and it's going to be doing the little baby feet. I don't know. Yeah, I had to adjust my speed because the speed was too slow before. That's how I messed it up. What I do is I stop in the middle and I cut this fabric off. I mean the thread off, because I don't need it. And it's good to have these two types of scissors. I have this and I have this. Okay? You need these when you work doing machine applique. Sorry for moving the camera. guys, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, remove this, and I'm going to just trim. I have to move the camera. I'm going to trim the excess threading. And then I have to, the next part of the video is I'm going to be laying the fabric on it. Another fabric, another color. You have to be so careful because I already ruined like 5 fabrics. That's why these scissors are good, because they're on a curve. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to put some glue just around it, just so it will hold the next fabric on, so it doesn't move. You can use basting spray, but I was going in and out of the house 20,000 times, and I was getting tired. So I said, let me just use the glue. Okay, and this is the fabric that I'm going to use. I want to make sure that I have the... Let me use this piece, it's longer. All you need is a little piece here. Okay, now it's not going to move, hopefully. Sliding it back into the machine. All right, I'm going to move this over again. Stop it because I like to kill that thread. And then what I'm going to do is, once this is outlined, I'm going to cut around the fabric very gently, and then I put it back on the machine again, and then we do the applique foot, you know, these stitching, the satin stitch. camera. Sorry, guys. Okay, my battery's going dead too, so I may lose this. Alright. So now what I have to do is cut out the stitches very carefully. Am I in focus? Now with the other scissor, very carefully, I have to do this, and I have to take my time with this. Okay, and the reason these scissors are shaped like this is because it can go underneath the fabric and go really close to the stitch. See? Without cutting the stitch. Okay, and then, you know, I have to do all very fine cutting in between the toes, but I'm just showing you what you have to do. I made a beautiful blanket. I think the pattern was Betsy's Closet, and it came out so adorable. And it's a replica of all the 1950s babies things, babies clothes. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to cut really, really close, and so I have to turn off the camera because I have to hold this up to the light, and this way I don't mess up the fabric. And I'll show you the next segment. Thank you. Bye, ladies and gentlemen.